Okay. Okay. So now that I am 35 years old, I don't even feel like it hasn't quite sunk in that I'm 35. To be honest with you, hasn't quite sunk in. I still feel like my birthday hasn't come yet. I don't know if that sounds weird, but I feel as though it feels like tomorrow's my birthday, February 27th instead of February 26th. Weird, weird about that. I've never felt that before. I've never had that feeling before where I felt like the day after my birthday was my birthday. But anyway, 35 years old. 35. 35. Man, 35. It feels weird. Like it don't feel real. It doesn't feel real to me that I'm 35 years old, to be honest with you. It don't feel real. It still feels like I'm 34. Like when I turned 33, actually when I turned 32, I felt like I turned 32. When I turned 33, I felt like I turned 33. When I turned 34, I felt like I turned 34. But I don't feel like I've turned 35. It's weird. Like, yes, I know I'm a year older. I've experienced more. I've learned new things. I've learned new lessons. Some good lessons, some not so good lessons. But it doesn't seem it doesn't seem real. I- Has it ever happened to anybody? Has anybody ever felt like when you turn another year? You've added another year to your life, and for some reason you don't. It's not like you don't accept it. It's not like you don't accept it. I accept that I'm 35. I'm happy that I'm 35. It's not that you don't accept it. It's that it just feels weird. I don't remember ever feeling like this when I had a birthday. Like as far as I can remember. Whenever my birthday came around and I added another year to my age, I never I never had the sense of this feels weird somehow. Like it feels weird that I'm 35. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know why I feel like this. I don't know. It's what is it about 35 that seems different from the other years? Hmm. Like what? Because I'm trying to think. All the well, in American culture, certain ages have certain precedents to it. I know 16 you can drive. 15 you can get learners. 16 you can drive. 17 is when you go prom, high school, senior high school. 18 you can buy cigarettes. I think 21 you can drink. I think that's if they haven't changed the age limit. 21 you can drink legally. Trying to think. The only the only the only significance I can think of turning 35 is that you can run for president of the United States. I believe I think it's like 35. You are at the minimum age to run for president of the United States, 35 years old. I don't want to run for president. I do not. But that is the only significance of turning 35. And I don't even know if many people even know that when you turn 35, you can run for president. I don't think many people even know that. But all the other ages I named 15, 16, 17, 18. Those 4 years are very important. 21. Those 5 years, 15 learning, 16 drive, um, 17 senior in high school, 18, 18 you can join the military, you can vote, you can buy cigarettes, I believe, and 21 you can drink legally. Legally. We all know about those ages, and at least in this culture. But like I said, other than becoming president, and you could do that at 35. Mm. Anyway, I didn't do much of anything. Actually, I didn't do anything today. To be honest with you, I woke up. I woke up with a headache. Not right now. Not I don't say I woke up with a headache. I woke up feeling pretty good. I woke up feeling pretty good. Um, my phone was constantly going off with the notifications of happy birthdays and all that, which was very cool. From Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, even DeviantArt. Um, and then all of a sudden, I got a headache. I don't. I guess I was hungry. I was hungry, but I was like, you know how when you're hungry but you don't know what to eat. It's like you just have food. It's okay. I have food, but there's something in particular that I want, but I have a taste for something. I don't know what it is. So I got like a small headache. It's gone now, but I had like a serious headache. Like I was like, man, this is crazy. I was about to go lay down and take a nap. I had a headache. After I got something to eat, it eventually went away. So that must have been the issue. I didn't eat, so I got a little headache. Um, I worked on my drawings for the next day for tomorrow, so I can start recording them tomorrow. Let's see. Spoke to my mom. So I call my mother every year. Well, not every year, but every birthday I call my mother. And I text her. Let's see what else. Receive more messages from my phone and stuff, from my social media stuff, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that. And that was basically it. Like with me, I don't do parties. I don't drink. I don't smoke. Um, I'm not a party person. I'm just not because I'm not a party person because of just the atmosphere, the noise. Like I'm a big about like a noise thing. Like I don't like when the place like really really extra crowded and a whole lot of noise. I get a headache from that. So that was I didn't go. I don't drink. I don't smoke. Let's see. I don't do clubs. So I mean, I really stayed home, relaxed. I played around with the kids and all that stuff. I had a good time with the kids. Watched them. Oh, oh, I did. I remember Walking Dead came on yesterday, Sunday, the premiere for the other half of season 8. So I was like, you know what? I didn't get a chance to see Walking Dead yesterday and Sunday when it came out. I said, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna treat myself to some Walking Dead. I'm gonna treat myself to Walking Dead, and because everybody know who watched the show, um, Carl got bit by a walker on his side. So that was from the first half of season 8. So we all were anxiously anticipating and waiting and with bated breath as to what would happen to him when episode 9 came out. We all were just waiting just to see what was going to happen, right? So I said, you know what? I'm gonna watch some Walking Dead. I'm in a good mood, I'm in a good mood. Got some stuff done. I'm in a good mood. I'm treating myself to some Walking Dead. I spent a whole hour spazzing out on the Walking Dead. I was cussing up a storm. I was calling people all kinds of names. I was pissed off at I forgot the dude's name. The scene where Carl got bit when they were in the woods and Carl was trying to fight off the walker, and the dude that was talking about I could save you. What was it? What anybody in the conversation y'all know? What was the dude name that was talking about talking to the walker? I could save you. Let me help you. I could save you. I was so pissed at him. I'm still pissed at him because in my mind he was the reason why Carl got bit. Because what was his name? What was his name? I'm trying to remember his name. Anyway, I blame him for Carl getting bit because while Carl is struggling to beat the walker to get the walker off of him, he on the side talking to walker about I could save you, I could save you, let me help you. Instead of just killing that walker and going over to help Carl with the walker that he dealing with. So in my opinion, in my mind, he's the reason why Carl got bit. So we had to wait until we saw the final death scene of Carl and all that stuff that went on, The Walking Dead and Ezekiel, he and Mr. I Don't Die. I call him I Don't Die. Um, the whole dream sequence and the extra somber, extra sad, and melancholic music being played. Oh my God, they were trying to rip a dude heartstrings out. Then we got to kind of sort of see the death scene of Carl. He took the gun, where he had Michonne and Rick outside of the church, and all you heard was that old sound. So you knew Carl had pulled the trigger, and you knew that was it. I ain't gonna lie, I almost broke down, I almost cried. I ain't gonna front. That day was like when he's getting close to the end, and like the more every time the commercial go off, you would see Carl aging more and more with the red around the eyes and the extra pale skin and all that stuff. You could they were really messing with your mind. They were really getting you. And when you heard that little you heard that sound go off. You didn't see Carl pull the trigger. But all you saw was Rick and Michonne outside the church, and they both heard they heard that sound, and they broke down. I almost cracked. I almost broke. I really almost did. I ain't break though. But yeah, that was whew. Rest in peace, Carl. Man. Anyway, but I was thinking to myself, now that I'm 35, what can with my experience of 34 full years, after 34 full years of experience that I can apply into my 35th year, is there anything at 35 that I can do better or that I may have missed at age 34, 33, 32, 31? Like, what can I do better at 35 that I may have missed the boat on? And I do this every year. I always do like a yearly evaluation. Like, what can I do the new year that I didn't do last year that I can really work on? And I thought to myself, one of my biggest critiques of myself. It's a pet peeve of mine, and I'm the one doing it. But I'm starting to slowly find myself weaning myself out of this cycle, if you will. For many many years, I had a tendency to hold back. What I mean by that is, you ever realize how smart you were, and you knew that your intellect was threatening to people? I'm gonna say it again. Have you ever recognized your intellect and you knew how intimidating your intellect could be to others? And because of that, you spent a lot of your time, quote unquote, dumbing down so people wouldn't feel intimidated by your intellect because you knew how smart you were and you knew what your full potential was, but you purposely held back for fear of being ostracized by the group. So as a defense mechanism, you would hold back some of your intellect. You would only give but so much of your intellect. You would give enough of your intellect to let people know you were smart, but you wouldn't give too much so you wouldn't make people feel threatened. Now, the problem with that is the more you do it, the more you hold back your intellect, the more of a habit it becomes. When it really is time to show how smart you are and show what you're really capable of mentally and physically, if you spend a lot of time holding back your intellect, it will become a habit such that you no longer have to act. You will instinctively hold yourself back. That's why I always say, there's always an expression I use, you should never act stupid because eventually you'll stop acting. And then you'll actually become that. So I've always told myself this, but just, it's one thing to tell yourself this, but it's another thing when you have to actually put it into practice because you've done this for years. So I have to tell myself this. I started working on this like when I turned 34. When I turned 34, I made a conscious and unconscious effort to fully into getting into the habit of fully embracing my intellect. Like, what would happen to me if I unleashed my intellect, if I unleashed my powers, so to speak? What would happen if I did not hold back anything? Artistically, intellectually, physically, spiritually, what would happen if I did not hold back? And knowing what would happen when it comes to some people around me, whether I know them or not, that people will feel threatened by this. What would happen? And when I turned 34, I gotta take. I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna just when I'm approached by something that is it pushes me to unleash, and I feel a little bit apprehensive to do so, to unleash, I'll hold back. So, what would happen if I said, you know what? I wanna I wanna know what it feels like in this day and age 34, age 35. I wanna know what it feels if I didn't hold back. What would happen if I didn't? What would happen if I took full opportunity of my mental capabilities when an opportunity presents itself? Or I can just create an opportunity and then shine through like that. So I said to myself when I was 34 that when I turned 35, I was going to start expressing my intellect, whether it be verbally, written, artistically, things like that. I'm just excuse me, to fully express myself. What would it feel like? What would it feel like if Christopher Lamont Thomas at age 35 didn't hold back? What would happen? And I'm curious to find that out. And I want to take you all along with me. So we will see. This could be a record. This could be a record here of my line of demarcation, as you if you want to call it that, of the day I held back and then crossed that line to the day I opened up completely. Let's see what will happen. Let's see what happens when we cross that threshold. And it's gonna be tough still, but let's see what happens when we cross that threshold from holding back to fully expressing themselves. Hmm? So, let's see. I'm 35 years old, y'all. Let's have some fun. Catch you all later. Peace.